Hey guys, TrueGreen7 here, and I think by now you understand that people have overall opinions about each and every Pokemon. And as a Poketuber who reads every single comment, I kinda know what people generally think about each Pocket Monster. In this video, I will go through every single Generation 1 Pokemon and tell you what I think people believe about each of them. What is the majority opinion? Speaking of opinions, what do you think of my new background? I made it myself. Anywho, if I see any comment assuming that these are my opinions, someone's gonna die. These are not my opinions at all. I may agree with most of these, but if I say some people dislike Pikachu, don't hate me, I love Pikachu. This is just a cool way for you to be caught up with the general opinion that Pokemon fans have in the West about each Pokemon. Keep in mind, barely any of these are from a competitive aspect. Now, since we're going in order, let's start off with Bulbasaur is the most beloved grass starter, but definitely the least popular of the Kanto starters. In a world where rodents shoot electricity, people think this Pokemon's bulb is strange, and some people may think that its ambiguous origin is off-putting. This is a prime example of this is not my opinion, honey, cause I love Bulbasaur. Ivysaur, pretty much thought of as a not-so-cute Bulbasaur. Venusaur, the least used Kanto starter, even Kensuke Mori dislikes Venusaur. Some girls think it's disgusting, but people don't seem to complain about its battle prowess. Charmander, the most popular starter. People think it's both cute and cool and feel bad for its anime counterpart. Charmeleon, generally thought of as cool but also hard to control thanks to the anime. Charizard, the most overrated Pokemon and starter. Generally thought of as the coolest thing ever, but despised by people who hate overexposed Pokemon. Squirtle, people think it's adorable, and some English-speaking oafs believe that it's part squirrel due to its Minogami-inspired tail. Wartortle, used most often when talking about awkward middle-stage Pokemon, but definitely popular. Blastoise, the least controversial final starter evolution. Generally loved. Caterpie, people love this caterpillar, a lot of fond memories. Metapod, wouldn't be as popular if it didn't have the move Harden. Butterfree, either your first fully evolved Pokemon in Generation 1, or kept in your memories because of the anime. Weedle, way less memorable than Caterpie even though it has a needle on its head. Kakuna, often associated with Kakuna Rattata. People think it's cool, nobody really hates it. Beedrill, generally thought of as awesome even though it's not that good at battling. Pidgey, just a pigeon, but like not. Most people's first wild encounter, so nostalgic. Pidgeotto, pretty cool looking. Pidgeot, awesome but looks too similar to Pidgeotto. Rattata, associated with youngster Joey and therefore popular. Raticate, it's a huge rat. That's it really. Spearow, thought of as the more aggressive Pidgey. Fearow, the insane Pidgeot. You probably thought you were edgy for having one. Ekans, snake backwards. Arbok, cobra backwards and has a memorable anime voice. Pikachu, extremely popular on account of it being the franchise's mascot. Boys and girls love it, and like Charizard, there are people who hate it. Not for its concept or design, but rather because it's too popular. Raichu, you're probably an actual Pokemon fan if you like Raichu more than Pikachu. It has its own following, but can never live up to its pre-evolution. Sandshrew, I never really heard any negative opinion of Sandshrew. Sandslash, same goes for Sandslash, there's nothing explicitly bad about it. Nidoran female, cute in a weird way. Nidorina, somehow feminine in a weird way. Nidoqueen, it has breasts and can kick major butt. Nidoran male, cute yet aloof. Can be used against Brock if you have a Charmander. Nidorino, intense. Memorable for being in the opening cutscene. Nidoking, awesome and insanely masculine. Most guys adore this Pokemon and so do women. Clefairy was originally going to be the franchise mascot and was rightfully replaced. Its anime cry is often referred to and it can be considered cute. Clefable, people now hate it thanks to Lusamine, but I think Clefable hates you too. Vulpix, insanely adorable. Ninetales, beautiful as hell. Jigglypuff, remembered for being in the anime and Smash Bros. Wigglytuff, like Raichu, it's not as popular as its pre-evolution. However, Mystery Dungeon fans may enjoy Wigglytuff. Zubat, the most despised Pokemon even though tentacles are around. Golbat, used to be disliked, but now it evolves into Crobat, so why not have one? Oddish, a little odd, but cute. Gloom, disgusting, but somehow feminine. Vileplume, cute and creepy at the same time. Paris, cute and creepy at the same time. Parasect, mostly creepy. In fact, a zombie bug is really creepy. Venonat, possible former evolution of Butterfree. Other than that, people don't really associate with it. I tend to find a lot of them around my house in Pokemon Go. Venomoth, it's a venomous moth. Diglett, a cute idea. Dugtrio, not the best idea, but not hated in general. In fact, people like it. Meowth, beloved for being in the anime. Persian, associated with Giovanni. Psyduck, associated with psychic powers and headaches. Golduck, people tend to forget that this Pokemon isn't psychic type, and uninformed fans wonder why its name seems to be switched with Psyduck's. Mankey, can definitely be used against Brock. Primeape, why is this thing so angry? And is it a pig or a monkey? Growlithe, we all love dogs. Arcanine, I want this to be alive. You're weird if you don't like Arcanine. Poliwag, cute, but kids don't really understand what's going on with its stomach. Poliwhirl, prominent in Pokemon media and merch due to being the creator's favorite Pokemon. Poliwrath, just an angry Poliwhirl. Probably angry because more people remember Poliwhirl. Abra, the beginning of a very memorable name chain. Kadabra, it's cool, but like, why does it have a spoon? Alakazam, I want this on my team because it's so good, but it's pretty suspicious how it now has another spoon from seemingly nowhere. Machop, spunky and fun. Machoke, creeps out little girls, but totally rad. Machamp, way more creepier to little girls than Machoke, but still a popular Pokemon. Bellsprout, cute in a helpless way. Weepinbell, probably is in a lot of pain and wants to die. Victory Bell, people remember how it yells in the anime. Pretty scary now that you know how it melts its prey. Tentacool, pretty cool, but hated for popping out anywhere there is water. Tentacruel, pretty scary if it was real. Geodude, people try to trick themselves into believing its design sucks, but then immediately fall in love with this charming dude. Graveler, radical, but looks really weird from behind. Golem has a low voice and likes to roll. Some may think it's weird how it looks more lizardy than its pre-evolutions, but nobody really complains, except for when they explode. Ponyta, cute, just like any pony. Rapidash, it's beautiful and I want to ride it, but that may cause some issues. Slowpoke, very memey. Slowbro, not as memey, but the shelter on its tail raises so many questions. Magnemite, it's just magnets, but nobody really faults it for that. Magneton, what's with these tripling evolutions? At least magnets are supposed to stick together. Makes sense. Farfetch'd, the origin of this Pokemon passes right over the heads of Western fans. Doduo, the fact that it's cute makes us forget how horrible its life probably is. Dodrio, these things seem like they would make a lot of noise. Seal, it's a seal. Dugong, this one's good looking at least. Grimer, it's mini Muck. Muck, even people who think that its design sucks still don't really hate Muck. It's really beloved somehow. Shelder, I honestly don't know what people think of Shelder. Cloyster, sometimes it's paired with Onix. Ghastly, never really heard of anybody who dislikes Ghastly, but I bet they exist in the comment section now that I riled them up. Haunter, some people love it more than Gengar, even though Gengar is a very popular Pokemon. Cool and creepy without being too scary. Onix, Brock's main. Drowsy, not as creepy as its evolution, but still dopey. Hypno, don't let this near my children. Crabby, it's a crab, even its Japanese name is just Crab, but it's a crab that says cookie. Kingler, a bigger, more menacing Crabby. Voltorb, it explodes. That's it really. Electrode, Pokemon fans use it as an argument against Gen 1ers, but secretly love that it exists so they can continue using it against Gen 1ers. Execute, same thing as Electrode, but it may in fact be a bunch of seeds. Executor, way more appealing in Alola. Cubone, the saddest Pokemon in existence, but why is it born with its mom's skull? Am I sensing a ruse? Marowak, generally loved. Cubone grew up to be awesome. Hitmonlee, it kicks and it looks pretty weird if you ask like anybody. Hitmonchan, it's likable, but are those clothes? Is it born with clothes? Pretty unpopular. Coughing, associated with Team Rocket and its cool voice. Wheezing, looks like it's just not having fun with life. Rhyhorn, kinda looks like a stapler remover. It has a weird head, but nobody's hating. Rhydon, the first Pokemon ever created. Cool, right? Nobody really has a problem with Rhydon. Rhyperior, on the other hand. Chansey, Nurse Joy's right-hand gal, not afraid to slap ya. Tangela, I do not believe that nobody knows what it looks like underneath the vines. And why is it wearing shoes? Kangaskhan, cool and all, however people were frustrated by its Mega Evolution. But what we really want to know is whether or not this thing is a Cubone. Horsey, never really heard anybody complaining about one. Seadra, often forgotten now that Kingdra is a thing. Goldeen, am I supposed to be attracted to fish? Seeking, I'm definitely not attracted to this fish. Staryu, ha! Starmie, this thing does not look like it has time to be messed around with. Mr. Mime, loved for being hated. Cause seriously, this thing can be creepy. It's generally thought of as too humanoid. People don't like its English name either. Scyther, incredibly popular. Although its evolution is popular as well, a good amount of people like Scyther a little more. Jinx, either remembered for being mistaken as racist or for having a ridiculous design. Electabuzz, really angry bee alien thing, still cool though. Magmar, its head's funny. An uncomfortable mix of funny, cool, and creepy. Pinsir, definitely don't want this in real life. Everybody wanted it to have an evolution and then it got a mega evolution at least. Tauros, it's a bull. Bulls were already cool. Magikarp, it sucks, but we know what it evolves into, so it's not a secret anymore. People like it. Gyarados, insanely powerful, but we all want it to be a dragon type, because one hit from a thunderbolt can kill it. Lapras, you ride on its back and go on adventures. Ditto, mother to all our Pokemon. Eevee, it's thought of as the cutest Pokemon in existence. Vaporeon, pretty neat. I want one. Jolteon, so cool. Gotta have it. Flareon. At least it's pretty. Porygon. Seizures, but not true since Pikachu caused them. Ammonite. Praise Lord Helix. Omastar. Twitch Plays Pokemon was a thing, so Omastar is too. Kabuto. It evolves into Kabutops. Kabutops. Pretty cool. I wish people would stop thinking Genesect was a Kabutops cause it makes no sense. Aerodactyl. Pretty crazy voice. Snorlax. Pretty epic when it wakes up. Articuno. Team Mystic. Zapdos used to be the most popular of the legendary birds until Pokemon Go. Moltres used to be the least popular until Pokemon Go. Dratini. It's so rare. Dragonair. I want it to stay pretty forever. Dragonite. People seem to think that it's not as good looking as Dragonair, but I think people still love how powerful and cute it is. Mewtwo. The most popular legendary and the subject of many theories. Mew. Pretty popular and mysterious. Who dislikes Mew? It's also the subject of many theories and a glitch that helped Pokemon become even more popular. Thanks, Mew. Well, okay then. I hope that was educational, or at least that you empathized with me. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like so I know to make part 2 about all the Generation 2 Pokemon. Subscribe to make sure you're updated for when that video comes out, and in the meantime, check out the videos right here. Please follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll see you guys very soon.